With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Denver. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. He'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. That one to Reed, and it is caught on the dive. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. A first down carry for Davis. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Back to throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the Hall of Famer, Fred Biletnikoff, complete. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. John, it's the Colts in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll look to throw. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll drop to throw. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tackle by Ron Woodson. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a throw here to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Culpepper. Open man left side is Gronkowski.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Four yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Lynch up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run with Lynch. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marshawn Lynch in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see there?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd down, Lynch. He gets them a little over half of what they need, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Lawrence buying time to his left. He finds his man complete. That's done. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Done. And some room to roam now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, Lawrence forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. On play action, Lawrence out to his left. He gets it complete to Anquan Boldin. Touchdown, Vikings! Anquan Boldin, 54 yards.
And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. As this game moves on.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
And the Vikings are going to have it here just past the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Rolling to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Here's Kevin Huber now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, it's done. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Randy Moss, 45 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Rod Woodson.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Brock's first catch, good for a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's done. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. They'll run on first down. Done. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But there There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nice pickup of 17 yards. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Up the middle they go. It's done. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
He finds his man, complete. That's done. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here.
Lawrence's throw complete to McBride.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And Bolden brings it in, complete.
Down inside the 10.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Lawrence will throw.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Now a carry for Allen. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll try the middle with Lynch. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Up the middle, it's Lynch. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On second down now. It's done. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On third down. Done. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
On first down. It's done. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he fakes the spike. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. William Golston in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Lawrence. Completes this to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll run on first down. Done.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one, 28 yards on the ground. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On second down, it's done. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the reach.